Hello friends, welcome to our Sanstha's online education program. Today we are going to talk about a poem 2.6 and the name of the poem is Money. First the icebreakers which are inducted to introduce the poem. Discuss in the class about importance of money. First one is done for you. Money is used as capital in business. So what is the importance of money in our life? To maintain our status in the society, money is important for exchanging the goods, money is important for fulfilling our desires. Next, complete the wave. Money spent judiciously. Judiciously means prudently, wisely, in educating children, providing PPE kits to doctors and police in the wake of COVID, donation for the poor and needy, or to set up business. Next, make a list of the good qualities of your friend. For example, he may be simple and straightforward, kind, helpful, intelligent, and street smart. Share your views on money. Sorry, share your views on money is the root of all evils. Money is the root of all evils. Do you think that money is the root of all evils? According to me, money isn't evil on its own. No inanimate object is evil. Inanimate means non living object is evil on its own. Objects can only become evil through our intentions. If you love money, you become a slave to it. So do not earn money only for money's sake. People's desire of money is the root of all evils. People need money to fulfill their basic needs, but some people, due to their greed, go on collecting money. For the desire of money, they follow the criminal ways like cheating, looting, theft, murder, etc. If they are satisfied with the money sufficient for fulfilling their basic needs, evil will not take place. Money should just be used as an instrument of living a good and secure life, right? And the last icebreaker, do you lend money to your friend? Lend means to give something for temporary use on condition that the same to be returned, or to loan, or simply to give reasons. For example, I lend money to my friend because to solve financial crisis or to help him to set up a new business or to purchase new things. I do not give money to my friend. I do not lend money to my friend because he has sufficient money. He wastes money unnecessarily or he has no intention of returning borrowed money. About the poet William Henry Davies, he was born on 3rd of July 1871 and lived up to 25th of September 1940. Was a Welsh poet and a writer. Wales means belongs to a country in the island of Great Britain. He spent he spent a significant part of his life as a tramp. Tramp means homeless person or vagrant. Or hobo. Hobo means migrant worker in the United Kingdom and the United States of America. His father died when he was just three. It means 3 years old. He had quite a rough childhood where he was even caught and beaten for stealing handbags. After that, he worked as a ironmonger, that is selling iron. He became a peddler. Peddler means a person who deals with illegal drugs and stolen goods. And street singer in England. About the poem. The poem has 5 stanzas with 4 lines each. It also has rhyme scheme. The poem tells us about how a rich man who is now poor finds the real happiness. In the poem, the poet warns mankind to change its perception towards money. The poem highlights the fact how human beings are so greedy and insecure about money, but in reality, the poor leads a much happier life. When you have money, there are many people around you addressing you as friend, but when money is over, the two are gone. At the end, the poet says that now he doesn't have money and his friends are few, but those are true. फ्रेंड्स, यू माइट हैव हर्ड पीपल सेइंग ना बाप बड़ा ना भैया सबसे बड़ा रुपया, और जिसके पास पैसा है लोग पूछेंगे कैसा है. Money is also named as vitamin M. Just as we need vitamins to maintain physical and mental health, vitamin M, that is money, we need to maintain financial health. So, Do you think money can give us eternal happiness? The answer is big no. Because money is numbers and numbers never end. If it takes money to be happy, your search for happiness will never end. So we always have to stay grounded and to never let things go to our head. Real friends are one connected by values and not by money. We can't buy manners, morals, respect, character, common sense, trust, patience, class, integrity, love, and true friends with money. Uh, Friends, you might have heard an iconic dialogue from a movie, Diwar, between Amitabh Bachchan and Shashi Kapoor. अमिताभ बच्चन सेज आई कोट मेरे पास गाड़ी है बंगला है बैंक बैलेंस है तुम्हारे पास क्या है शशि कपूर सेज मेरे पास माँ है सो द वर्ड माँ मदर इज सिग्निफिकेंट हियर इट रिप्रेजेंट्स लव compassion and the whole set of value system which can't be bought with money. Now let's move on to the actual poem Money. I read the first stanza. When I had money, money, oh, I knew no joy till I went poor. For many a false man as a friend, came knocking all day at my door. When I had money, let's try to decode the first stanza. I had money. The verb had denotes past. It means when he used to have money. In the very first line, the poet talks about his past time when he had money and rich, but he was not happy. I knew no joy, means he was not happy. He did not know the real joy until he became poor and realized that money doesn't bring happiness. The poet addresses his past friends to be false man. It means not real friends because they only came to him when they needed money or financial help or assistance. The figures of speech or the poetic meters used in the first stanza. The very first line of the poem, when I had money, money oh. The figure of speech used here is repetition. In this figure of speech, a word or a phrase is repeated two or more times for effect. The word money has been repeated. Next, for many a false man as friend came knocking all day at my door. The figure of speech used in this expression is simile. In this figure of speech, there has been a direct comparison between two dissimilar things having some likeness existed between them with the help of the words like, as, etc. For example, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj fought like a lion. In the above line, a false man is directly compared to a friend with the use of word as. Get it? So there has been direct comparison between a false man and a friend, just as a direct comparison between in the first example which I just told you, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and lion. One more example, one more figure of speech has been used, that is inversion. In the same line, for many a false man as a friend came knocking all day at my door. It refers to the inverting of the normal word order or syntactically correct order of subject verb object in a sentence. This subject verb object order is not followed to maintain a particular meter or rhyme scheme in a poetry or to emphasize a specific word. For example, 10,000 saw at a glance. William Wordsworth in the poem Daffodils says 10,000 saw I at a glance. So, what would be the correct word order? The correct word order should be I saw 10,000. In the above line, the correct word order should be for many a false man came knocking at my door a, as a friend all day. Next stanza. Then felt I like a child that holds a trumpet that he must not blow, Because a man is dead, I dared not speak to let this false word know. Uh, Trumpet. What is trumpet? Trumpet is a brass musical instrument. False word means not real word. So try to analyze this stanza. Then I felt like a child that holds a trumpet. Means the poet feels that a child, he feels like a child who has a new toy but cannot play with it because others would come to him and ask for it. That don't play it. The poet feels that a man is dead. Because a man is dead. Dead here means the humanity is all over. A loss of humanity. The humanity is all over. People are selfish and mean and come only when they need you. It can also be interpreted as his own lack of freedom during his days of richness and abounded with many restrictions and etiquettes. According to the poet, a true feeling of happiness is buried under the false status of richness. He couldn't reveal to the false, to the false people around him of his situation. Now the figures of speech used in the second stanza. Then I felt like a child that holds. Can somebody tell me which figure of speech has been used here? A direct comparison between two dissimilar things with the help of the word like. I felt like a child. So the poet directly compares himself with a child. The figure of speech is simile. Then next, take the same line. Then I felt like a child that holds. It is an example of inversion. The inversion figure of speech used here. The normal word order of the sentence should be, then I felt like a child that holds. Next stanza. Much have I thought of life and seen how poor men's hearts are ever light, and how their wives do hum like bees about their work from morn to night. Hum means humming sound, that is singing with closed lips. And morn means morning. So the poet says that he has thought much and seen a lot of poor people who are poor financially. They are financially poor but rich at their hearts. Hearts are ever light. He compares the poor man's wife to a happy bee and how their wives do hum like bees. Poor, poor men's wives are happy like bees who keep humming a happy song about their daily work from morning till night. So poor men's wives are happy like bees. The wives are busy and do not have uh, time to wish for fancy things or gossip, unlike rich people do. Figures of speech used in the third stanza. Much have I thought of life and seen. The first line of the stanza. The figure of speech used here is inversion. What happens in inversion? The correct or syntactic order of the sentence is not followed. That is SVO order, subject verb object order is not followed. So what should be the correct syntactic or normal word order? Much have I thought of life and seen. The normal or correct word order should be I have thought much of life and seen. Next figure of speech in the same stanza, third line, and how their wives do hum like bees. Can somebody tell me which figure of speech has been used here? Yes, you guessed right. Simile. So the wives have been directly compared to bees with the use of the word like. One more figure of speech has been used in the same line. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. In this figure of speech, sound is expressed in the word itself, or onomatopoeia is a word that resembles or imitates the sound of the object when it is spoken. For example, gushing waterfall, the open window, shuts with a bang, ding dong of doorbell. So in the above line, uh, the word hum imitates the humming of bees. Next stanza, fourth stanza. So when I hear these poor ones laugh and see the rich ones coldly frown, poor men, think I, need not go up so much as rich men should come down. In the fourth stanza of the poem, the poet says that he has seen the poor, people with nothing. See, when I hear these poor ones laugh, he has seen the poor people laughing, people with nothing, and people with everything. That's rich people. They are showing frown. What is frown? Frown means it's a facial expression indicating disapproval or displeasure. Disapproval or displeasure. Alright? So it's a facial expression. For example, lines are appeared on our forehead when we frown. So they are sad and disapproved. They are sad and showing disapproval. The poet thinks that it is important for the rich. It is important for the rich to come down of their false status than a poor man to uplift his financial status. So, the figures of speech used in the fourth stanza. So, when I hear these poor ones laugh and see the rich ones coldly frown, which figure of speech has been used here? It is antithesis. In this figure of speech, what happens? Two opposite ideas are introduced in the same sentence for contrasting effect. One simple example of antithesis is united we stand, divided we fall. Or I want to tell you one more example, a memorable line from John Milton's Paradise Lost, where Saturn says, "It's better to reign in hell than serve in the heaven." Reign means to rule, and serve means to give service. So these two words are opposite to each other. Hell and heaven, these words are also opposite to each other. So opposite words, two opposite ideas are used placed side by side for contrasting effect. In the above line of the poem, the poor smile and the rich frown. That is opposite of what we expect. Next, poor men think I did not go up so much as rich men should come down. Last two lines of the poem. Again antithesis because going up and coming down, opposite ideas. Opposite ideas going up and coming down are placed side by side to produce contrasting effect in the above expression. Inversion figure of speech has also been used here. Uh, for example, poor men I think need not go up. The correct or normal word order should be I think poor men need not go up. And the last stanza of the poem, When I had money, oh, my many friends proved all untrue. But now I have money, oh. So he appears to be happy here. Money, oh, my friends are real, though very few. So this stanza represents the theme of the poem. He says that when he had money to spend, he had many friends, but these friends were not true because their friendship was shafted on money. So these friends proved untrue, but now he is poor. He has fewer but real friends. Overall, the poet celebrates over here his poverty as a source of his true happiness, which he has obtained by earning a small number of real friends. I hope you have enjoyed the poem. Thank you very much.